Hey everybody, it's Professor Parish, and sorry about this being a little later than normal, but this is our Week 7 video for Reading 106. Woohoo! Alright, so what we've got up for this week, we do have, let me close this out. We're on Week 7. Or wow, we're on Week 8 already! We're on Week 8! Oh my gosh, this semester is flying by, right? So we are on Week 8. Crazy! So, yeah, what is due this week? We have the Week 8 video, which, as I said, will be posted by tonight. And then by Friday, your discussion forum, which I'll go over here in a second. And then obviously reading pages 136 through 140 and watching this video. 136 through 140 is starting the story Strong Temptations, Strategic Movements, The Innocents Beguiled. So there's a lot of interesting vocabulary and words this week. So from 136 to 140 is the story. Your assignment for Sunday is to do the vocabulary on pages 130. The vocab is actually on pages 133 to 135, right before the story. There are 20 questions as usual for vocabulary, and then you have 1 through 8 on the pre-reading vocabulary structural attack. So overall there are 28 vocab words, which is a little less than Bone Girl. I know that had quite a bit more. So our vocab is toned down just a little bit for this week's story. And then you have the discussion forum. So just 2 things to do. Please make sure you get that vocab done. Those are easy points for this class. Make sure that you have them completed. And then obviously the Week 8 discussion forum, which is right here. Your posts are due by Friday night and your responses are due by Sunday. So please make sure you have those posts in by Friday night so you don't lose any points. This discussion forum, we're going to talk about Mark Twain, who's the author of this short story this week. Classic Mark Twain. Talking about how the story relates to what we've read so far, and then what Mark Twain's purpose is. So if you don't know Mark Twain, he kind of looks like Colonel Sanders. He is a writer from the 1800s. He's very famous for doing Huckleberry Finn, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, and then this is his story about the Beguiled, the Strong Temptations. So, it's an interesting story, to say the least. I won't spoil anything for you, but I'm very curious in this week's discussion forum to hear about what you all think the point of this story is. Because in historical context, we have to look at the fact that this story is written during the late 1890s, early 1900s, and kind of take it from that point of view. So I'm really excited to see what you all put down for this discussion forum. As I said before, your posts are due by Friday night. Responses to at least 2 peers are due by Sunday. So even though this says due by Sunday, please make note down here in Week 8 that by Friday night you have to do your initial post. Alright? Make sure that you're scrolling down and seeing the full assignment here. You're not just looking at the box, but rather you're scrolling down and seeing the whole assignment. As for the weeks to come, we only have this week, Week 8, and then we have next week, Week 9, before spring break. So, woo woo! Yeah. So we really only have the vocabulary and the questions for Strong Temptations, our discussion forum, and our Unit 2 test, which you all are welcome to go ahead and do. So if you are itching to get all of your assignments done and get spring break for Reading 106 out early, go ahead and do all 4 of these assignments. I would say go ahead and do all 4 of them, get them done, get them out of the way, and then that way you will be able, because as you will note, in Week 10, March 11th, we have no assignments that week. Yeah! Also, please note that I just received an email today from our IT department, and they are actually doing an upgrade over spring break to my SIC in the system. It's not anything that really affects students. It's mainly going to affect faculty, but it will require them to shut my SIC down during spring break. So, during spring break, at least until Wednesday or Thursday that week, you may not be able to get online to check this class. So please make note of that. So I would, just to be safe, go ahead and work on these assignments for week 8 and 9 this week and next week early. That way you can get it done so that over spring break you're not going to have to worry about it, because it's spring break. You're supposed to have fun and enjoy it, and there won't be assignments over that week. So just make note of that. But this week we're just doing the vocab and the discussion forum, which I am excited to read your posts and reply to them and talk about this story. And then next week we'll have the questions and our Unit 2 test. All right. So far, everybody, if you're turning in your assignments on time and doing the work, I'm checking your questions. The questions from Bone Girl, your written answers were awesome. I was so pleased with the examples you all used. Bone Girl is kind of a creepy story, right? But you all answered the questions very well. I thought that all the answers were very strong, and I look forward to seeing how you all take Strong Temptations and take Mark Twain, because he was probably a really influential writer and was in our canon of stories that people had to read in high school back in the 1920s, 30s, and 40s. Now, not so much, so I'm interested to see how you all take his work. But as always, if you have any questions, you can let me know. You can email me. But otherwise, I hope you all have a great week, and I look forward to reading what you think about Mark Twain. Look forward to reading about that. In the meantime, I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.